What's going on, guys? Electro Comics here, and I got you guys Best in Comics of 2013. What a great year has it been in comics and in just life in general for me. This year, I'm going to try to make this video as fast as possible so you guys ain't got to worry about watching 10, 15, 20-minute video about the best stuff that I picked this week. So, the first category is, actually the first three categories, should I say, is going to be combined into one book in particular for me. It's going to be Best Artist, Best Writer, and Best Series for 2013. And I'm going to have to pick the Batman series. For Best Series, Best Writer, Scott Snyder, I want to give it to, and Best Art, Greg Capullo, or Capullo, some people say. So, I mean, Scott Snyder's writing is amazing. He likes to make big stories as far as 11-issue, 10-issue story arcs, which is pretty cool, I think, because when you read that last issue, it's just like, wow, I understand why he made it like that. Greg's art, just look at the cover right there, looks beautiful. Hope there's not a glare because I get this in a hard case. But his art's freaking amazing. This is why this team right here, the Batman team, is the reason why I got into comics. Right here. I started when the New 52 came out and been on it ever since. So that's pretty much it. Amazing. Best new series of 2013. I'm gonna have to give it to Jonathan Hickman's East of West series. It's a mixture of a sci-fi western with the Four Horsemen, the apocalypse, and a little bit of like political governments involvements, some killings. More like a lot of killings, should I say. But really good. I know a lot of people decided to drop this book around issue 3. I thought the same thing I was going to do until I got issue 4, and that's when it really picked up for me and the story started progressing really fast and everything. So I'm glad I stood on it since the beginning. There's only one person I know that reads this series, as far as in this comic book community we have here on YouTube, and that's Scott from Running with Comics. I'll put his link in the description below so you guys can check out his channel too. Really great guy. But best new series right there for sure. Best mini series this year for me, I'm gonna have to give it to Helheim or Helheim, some people say. 6 issues, medieval times, Viking eras. Guy that was he died in a battle. And this one lady sewed different dead bodies together to create this ginormous monster that we see here. Kind of like a Leatherface type thing. And she's kind of under her orders to do certain things. And he kind of drifts away from that. And towards the end, don't want to spoil it for you guys. It's really cool. But, might want to check this out too. But, I don't know if that came in trade yet. I haven't seen it. But as far as single issues, if you can find them, probably best luck is probably eBay, because I know where I get mine at, they were selling them out like that. Trade paperback, I'm going to have to go with Green Arrow Year 1. Amazing by Andy Dingo, the writer, and Jock as the artist. This is what made me like Green Arrow and appreciate Green Arrow a lot right here, because I started reading Jeff Lemire's when he first started, and I was kind of lost. I didn't know anything about him whatsoever. I just knew when Justice League America came out, they kind of didn't want him, and when Justice League was out, they didn't want him. So I kind of figured he was just some lame-ass hero, vigilante type person, so I just didn't decide to read it. But this explained a lot for me, and Green Arrow is badass. The TV show's badass. Everything about Green Arrow is pretty badass. Best cover of the year for me. I used to read this series. I kind of dropped it just because cutbacks and stuff like that, dropping books. But I definitely hope I can pick it up during 2014 again. This is Spawn 232. This cover's pretty badass. This story in this issue kind of explains the whole cover itself, just because I don't remember this guy's name, but he figured a way out how to put the suit on and take the suit off, take it on and off. And this cover kind of explains it, because he can't get away from the suit. He wants to, but he can't. And that's why I like the chains. He's chained down to it, and the suit's kind of either coming on or coming off him. Todd McFarlane's art is badass. And once again, Greg Capullo's inspiration, it says right there, inspired by Greg, which we all know McFarlane, Greg Capullo's involvement. Obviously, those two are. And my last category is story arc of the year for me, and I'm gonna have to give that to. I jumped on it on this issue right here, and I'm gonna have to give it to Jeff Lemire's Green Arrow, the story arc, The Killing Machine. Freaking amazing! I started reading this. It was really good, but I was kind of lost because I didn't know who Green Arrow was itself, and that's why I picked up year one, and that's when okay, now I know his origin, why he's doing what he's doing, and stuff like that. And then that's when I started watching the TV series too, and that kind of helped a little bit more. But Jeff Lemire, badass freaking writer too. Him and Scott Snyder right now are pretty much at the same freaking level for me, just because I love his Green Arrow. I'm reading Trillium, freaking amazing. I just read Underwater Welder. My buddy just got it, and he let me borrow it, and that's freaking awesome too. I want to read Sweet Tooth. Gotta try to find those in trade. I wanted to read Animal Man, but I found out that they're gonna end that, I guess, in March or April. They're like, DC's done with that. I'm sure they're gonna re-amp it, but maybe later. Just I guess they're canceling that series or something like that. I'm not too sure. Maybe they're just gonna relaunch from #1 again or something. But yeah, badass story arc. Anybody that read this story arc, they know. And I think this issue right here and bringing Jeff Lemire on it changed Green Arrow as far as sales wise and DC's aspect, because it's one of those issues now that's coming to be looking forward to every week it comes out, because that's awesome. But ooh, this is in my throat a little bit. There's nothing else here, guys. That's basically it. That's everything that I enjoyed about 2013. There's a lot of good stuff. It was really hard to making these decisions, but I think they're pretty good decisions, and let me know what you guys think. Maybe let me know what your guys' favorite story arc or writer or whatever this category is, or make up your own category in the comments below and see what else is out there. I wish I could pick more indie books, but I started getting into the indie books towards the end of this year. I don't want to give that like a best because I'm not too far deep into them yet. DC, on the other hand, I've been reading that since the start. That's where I started. So I think that's why there's only 2 Image books there, and one's an old character Spawn and one's a new series. But I think they're pretty good choices. So yeah, thanks guys for watching, and let's get ready for 2014 and see what comes. I'm sure there's gonna be some badass story arcs and some new series coming off through Image, Dynamite, DC. Maybe Marvel, maybe something from Marvel I might like, because I tried reading Marvel, this wasn't doing it for me. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you can. Hit a like on this video. Share this video. Appreciate it, guys. And I want to give a big shout out to my subscribers. You guys have been awesome this year. Yeah, that's all I really can say. I really appreciate it. And everybody who's been watching these videos, even if you're not a subscriber and everything. Thanks. And I'll see you guys sometime in 2014 on some more comic book haul videos and stuff. So, a lot of big stuff coming up for 2014 for me and my channel. So, see you guys later.